We begin as any trucker would begin on a new load assignment. Secure the load and take the load to the destination. In this case, I will be taking a trailer loaded with old train wheels to Chicago. I will be traveling with 2 other drivers, both with the same load and destination. We set out on a sunny Saturday afternoon, heading south towards the U.S. border crossing in Pembina, North Dakota. It's unusually hot for April 20th. It's 24 degrees. We discuss global warming, the Canadian climate, and make predictions on just how hot this summer will be. After all, the drivers that I'm with are both British immigrants and have yet to experience a Canadian summer in the prairies. The border crossing has all been pre-arranged electronically using the American ACE system. When my truck passes through the yellow gates, a transponder inside my truck will open the information on the load, the truck, and the driver. The rest of the process is answering questions at the booth. My fellow drivers were through customs in short order. I, on the other hand, had a problem. When I was at that booth, the customs agent saw my camera sitting on the tripod, and he got pretty upset with me. Obviously, government facilities and government personnel and the border itself are pretty sensitive things, and he was concerned that my border crossing was filmed, but lucky enough for me, I shut the camera off just in the lineup there to customs, and I shut it off. But he made me rewind the footage. He made me sit there while he watched everything that I had recorded to make sure that it was okay. Otherwise, he said I would have been there. He would have sent me into the main building. I would have had to erase the footage and get in a lot of shit with U.S. Customs, and I definitely don't want to get in a lot of shit with U.S. Customs. So I had enough sensibility anyway to shut the camera off, which saved my ass. After he was convinced and happy that nothing sensitive had been recorded, he said, it's a pretty cool thing to be able to record life on the road. He was right. It is a cool thing to be able to record life on the road and then share those experiences with others. I learned that Jerry, a new driver from Great Britain, had never been in the US before. This was his first trip ever. Jerry had only been in Canada for 3 weeks. We decided to take Jerry through downtown Minneapolis to take in the view of American skyscrapers. He marveled at the sight of these monster buildings, explaining that there just aren't many in Britain. I remembered that same feeling long ago when I first started driving. I wanted to see the skyscrapers in every city I went to. I wondered, when did my excitement and feeling of awe turn into clock watching and schedule keeping? It seems nowadays I would rather run a perimeter interstate around a city rather than go through it. If it wasn't for Jerry, we would have done just that. But today is Jerry's day. Today we throw our schedule out the window and take in the sights. Monday morning, our last day on this run. We will be at our destination in 2 hours or less. Jerry tells me over the CB that this traffic jam feels more like home in Britain. Too many people, too many cars, always waiting. I explain that this is just the morning rush to Chicago. If we had gotten up an hour earlier, we wouldn't be in this mess. We watch the cars fight with each other for lane space and talk about random things. Anything to keep our minds off the sea of traffic we are in. Patience is key. Arrived in Burnham, Illinois. I'm just waiting to get on the weigh scale here so they can check the weight of the load, make sure it corresponds with the paperwork. And it shouldn't take too long to get unloaded. Get unloaded and wait for the reload. Get reloaded Monday night in Chicago, delivering in the Montreal area for Wednesday afternoon. I can never wait to get back to my home and native land of Canada. I am a proud Canadian. I remember to turn my camera off and put it away before reaching Canadian Customs. I turn it back on in the Greater Toronto area. Another day, another traffic jam. I will be going home for a few days at the end of this week, leaving again Monday to do it all over again. I keep this thought in my mind and press on, but I know, come Monday morning, I will be on my own again. It's always hard for me to leave my friends and family behind for weeks at a time. I miss them every day that I'm gone, but that's the life of a trucker. A life of wonderful sights, challenges, and unfortunately, solitude.